You can use WebFOCUS Designer to create responsive pages, filtered dashboards, and InfoApps to bring a wide variety of existing content together in one place. InfoApps are a great way to provide a large amount of information in a single page, while still remaining clear and easy to navigate. You can add a mix of charts and reports to a single page and provide filters to enable users to focus on the information that matters to them. You can create two kinds of pages in WebFOCUS Designer. Pages created from new content, in which you build new charts and reports directly within the page on the canvas, and pages assembled from existing standalone content that you can reference from your environment. Click Visualize Data on the default WebFOCUS homepage to create new content that you can transform into a page. To create a page from existing content, click the plus button, then click Assemble Visualizations. In this video, we will assemble existing content into a page. For more information about creating individual content items, see the How to Create Charts and How to Create Reports videos. When you select the Assemble Visualizations option, you are first prompted to select a template for your page. WebFOCUS Designer provides a few options showing pre-configured layouts with different sized containers. These containers hold your content. You can also use the blank template, as we will do here, to size containers on the page as you create it. Since we did not select a pre-configured layout option, the page loads without any containers. To populate the page, with the Content tab selected on the sidebar, drag some existing content from the Resources panel to an empty area of the canvas. This creates a container that you can easily resize using the handles. The container also contains a title, Maximize button, and Runtime menu for your content. When you resize a container on the canvas, it snaps to fill the space evenly. At runtime, the panel width will grow and shrink in size until the page reaches certain breakpoints, at which point the panels will wrap onto separate rows to maintain reasonable sizes. You can add multiple charts, reports, images, URLs, and more to the page. To add content to the next row, drag it to the bottom of an existing row. A highlighted area shows that it will be placed below that location. You can also add content as a new tab, accordion panel, or carousel slide of an existing panel by dragging an item onto a container and selecting an option to add it as a new subsection. This allows you to add more content to the page without taking up extra space. Alternatively, instead of adding content to the page to create a container, you can add empty containers to the page by clicking the Containers tab on the sidebar and dragging a container onto the page. Then populate these containers with content. This is also useful when you want to create a page template. Additionally, you can add sections to the canvas. To add a new section, right-click the canvas and click Insert Section Above or Below. You can make any section collapsible to maximize space on your page. You can also add a link tile widget to provide access to additional outside content. The link tile widget arranges content in such a way that one content item becomes a click-through that opens another content item. This feature is especially useful when you need to incorporate a large or insight-enabled item into a page and display it on all devices. If you add external content to the page that contains parameters, you are prompted to add them to the page. If you click the quick filter icon, all available parameters display as filter controls. For certain filter controls, you can change the type of control by right-clicking it and clicking Convert. You can customize individual filter controls as well as the layout of the filter panel in the Properties panel. Once you are happy with the content on the page, you can customize the look of the page. You can use the Properties panel to change settings for the whole page or for individual components based on what you select, indicated by the blue outline. You can also select these items from the Outline tab on the sidebar. For example, if you select a container, you can use the Settings tab to show or hide the title and toolbar, and use the Format tab to change the color scheme of the container. These color schemes are based on the theme that you are using, which you can change on the Format tab when you select the entire page. You can add a Submit and a Reset button to your filter panel as well. Click the Control tab on the sidebar and drag the Submit button. The Reset button is automatically added. Now your content does not change on selection, but only changes once the Submit or Reset button is pressed. This behavior is helpful when working with large datasets or a large number of content items. To change the page heading, double-click it and type a new value. You can also change the heading for a filter menu or a container by double-clicking it. You can also customize the page even more with custom CSS and JavaScript, giving it a nearly infinite set of options to style your page and add runtime capabilities. For more information, see the How to Add Custom CSS and JavaScript to a Page video. If you want to see what your page looks like at runtime, you can take a look in preview mode. Click the Preview or Run a New Window button to access a runtime view of the page. Note that the page is responsive and that the refresh and filter buttons and shortcut menu options can be used to interact with the page and its content. As you build your page, make sure to save it using the save icon. To learn more, visit the WebFOCUS Knowledge Base, where you can search all technical topics and videos.